The episode starts with Yuvin saying mom and fight. Bani asks him to tell. Who's the person responsible for Vandana's death? One nurse enters the room and looks suspicious. Talika and Sanjay tell Bani that they need to stop the session as it's not good for Yuvin's mental health to pressurize him. Talika gives him an injection. Sanjay tells Bani that Yuvin will gain consciousness soon. Talika meets Bani and asks her what happened. Bani says Dr. Sanjay has told me a few things. It's shown Sanjay tells Bani that it's good Yuvin is back, but Kabir may return anytime as this trauma is his triggering point, so we need to cure his trauma. Talika says Yuvin will gain consciousness. Bani says she will go to his room. A masked person enters Yuvin's room, and that person tries to attack him, but that person hides, seeing Yuvin gaining consciousness. Bani enters Yuvin's room and notices it's empty. She feels worried for Yuvin. Yuvin enters Talika's cabin. He requests Talika to stop being available to him, and it would be the biggest help if you didn't come in front of me. Bani comes there and asks why he is talking in this way. She says Talika is their well wishes. Talika says Yuvin is correct, and even Sanjay said Kabir's reappearance is because of Yuvin's trauma, and if I come before him frequently, then it will trigger him. Talika says she will never come in between them. She excuses herself and cries going aside. Bani and Yuvin leave. A masked person follows them. Talika gets hurt because of broken vase pieces. She cried recalling her moments with Kabir. Yuvin removes Talika's tattoo from his hand. Bani supports him in the process. Talika writes Kabir's name on paper with her blood. Agastya goes to Talika. He asks if she is missing Kabir. Talika says no. Agastya says you're loving Kabir and missing him, and it lies why you wear Kabir's Mangalsutra. She hides it. He says you're helping Bani to cure Yuvin, and you know that Kabir will be dead after you treat Yuvin completely. He asks does she want Kabir to go forever. Talika says she is a doctor and it's her work. Agastya says you're human too, and how can you easily leave your childhood love? Kabir loves you so much, and it's tough to get that kind of love again. He leaves. Bani applies cream to Yuvin's hand and asks if it's hurting. Yuvin says he is feeling bad as they couldn't find the truth of the story and didn't get any lead with his hospital session. Bani tells him they got the lead. Yuvin feels happy. The next day, Bani and Yuvin reach the temple. Bani tells Yuvin that Mander people will show them the photo album, and you told me that your mom had gone behind to meet someone that day, so I'm sure she knew the person well, and we will recognize him from the photographs. Agastya tells Talika that Bani and Yuvin went Mander to find the truth, and in this process, Kabir may reappear. So be careful. Pundit gives a photo album to Bani and Yuvin, which is related to past Mahashivratri. Pundit tells Bani and Yuvin that they can check the Shivratri celebration photos in the album. Bani and Yuvin see photos in hope that they get a clue about the culprit. Some Burqa person uses a smoke bomb and escapes taking a photo album from Bani. Bani chases that person. Inner self of Talika warns Talika to get her Kabir, breaking her promise to Bani. Talika gets confused. Bani chases the masked person and throws coconut at that person's feet. That person falls, but escapes on the bike, taking the album. Bani and Yuvin feel disappointed. The episode starts with Bani and Yuvin chasing a mysterious man on a scooty. A mysterious man rides a bike faster. At one point, both of their scooters slid. A mysterious man escapes from there. Bani couldn't follow him, seeing Yuvin in pain. Bani notes down the bike's number. Yuvin apologizes to Bani. Bani says don't worry, as we can know his identity through this bike number. They leave to inquire about the scooter number. A mysterious man joins the bhajan people. He removes his mask, and he is none other than Hemnath. Hemnath recalls how he messaged Kabir to fail Bani's plan. Hemnath goes to a lady and tells her that Bani can never learn the truth. He says Bani and Yuvin will never know what had actually happened, that Shivratri, Yuvin's trauma, can never go away, and Yuvin will never know that the one who tried to kill his mother is none other than his father. Bani and Yuvin reach the house according to the address on the bike license. They notice the house is locked. Bani says it's confirmed that the culprit is from our house, as they only know that we are going to the temple. She says they have to go inside to check the house. Yuvin says how. Bani unlocks the door, using her hairpin. They go inside and notice Yuvin's childhood photos. They notice a lady from the backside. Bani confronts her. They didn't get any response, so they go in front of her and gets shocked to see Vandana's mannequin. Bani says the culprit is frequent to this place and we have to find who's that person. Hemnath burns proof against him and thinks no one can ever catch him. Talika cries seeing her nuptial chain. Agastya asks how much time she takes. She says 2 minutes. She says to herself Yuvin is the life partner of Bani, and this is the truth. Bani and Yuvin bring the mannequin and photo of Vandana home. Everyone comes to the hall. Devraj asks what are they. Hemnath comes there and thinks about how Bani reached that house. He acts like he doesn't know anything and asks about Vandana's mannequin. Bani reveals whatever happened. Everyone gets shocked. Agastya says to Talika tomorrow is the Rocking Star finale and you have to be there as you're one of the finalists. Talika says she can't and is not interested. And it's the dream of Bani and Yuvin. He asks what about your dream, I know. That Kabir lives within you and you love him. Talika says she won't love him anymore. Agastya says her tears are answering him. He says the equation is clear and you have to be with Kabir and Bani has to be with the Aghast. He realizes what's he saying and stops himself. She gets surprised. He leaves telling her, sorry. Bani asks family members to not pretend that you guys are not aware of the truth, and I already told you before that culprit is from this family, and he is amongst us. She says this mannequin is made by that person and may be in order to lessen the mental strain. He talks to the mannequin. Hemnath looks on. She questions Alapana. She says she doesn't know. Hemnath starts his emotional drama. Yuvin tries to comfort him. Hemnath asks them to remove the mannequin in front of him as it make him recall the day. Devraj agrees. Veer and Alapana ask Viraj to take it out. Bani stops Viraj and says no one can touch it. The episode starts with Alapana asking Bani why she doesn't want them to remove the mannequin. Bani says culprit took a photo album from me at the temple and now this statue will become a medium to catch the culprit. Later, Yuvin plays guitar. He keeps it aside in tears. Bani comes there and asks what happened. What are you doing here as tomorrow is your finale and it's cold here, which is not good for you. Yuvin says he doesn't want to go anywhere in tears. He hugs her. He says his mother is good and she never harmed anyone, but she was murdered by someone and I wanted to confront the culprit about why he did it. He tells her he failed to save his mother in childhood and now he failing to catch the culprit. Bani says previously you were a kid, so you're helpless, but now you have this chance to gird justice for your mother, and now we are doing it and we will find him and punish him for killing your mother. Hemnath hears their conversation. Yuvin asks how can they catch the culprit. Bani says to Yuvin that she had gone to meet the police and she has requested them a forensic team to take fingerprints from the mannequin. Hemnath smirks and says Bani made a good plan, but he won't let her execute her plans. Yuvin says he wants to catch the culprit quickly. Bani says it will happen and you have to win the competition to make me and your mom proud. She asks him to play the violin. He plays violin for her. Bani prays for Yuvin's quick recovery. Yuvin dances with Bani and impresses her with his song. Talika gets tears seeing Yuvin and Bani from the window. Yuvin kisses Bani. Bani feels shy and leaves. The next morning, Bani makes Yuvin eat sweet curd. Devraj comes there and tells Yuvin that he will win the competition for sure. Myra says she is confident and ordered sweets too. Hemnath asks Yuvin to give his best for getting everything. Bani says she will come and go inside. Yuvin tells her he will wait for her near the car. Hemnath calls Talika in a changed voice and tells her that Kabir is returned, so please come before he loses control. Talika agrees and runs out. Hemnath thinks Kabir will come out and foil Bani's plan. On another side, Bani secretly places the camera in a vase in front of Vandana's statue to keep the statue safe from the culprit until the forensic team comes there. Talika returns home in an auto. She sees Yuvan rotating keys, and she feels Kabir is back. Yuvan goes inside to get his violin. Talika comes there and calls Kabir. Veer stops Talika and tells her that he is Yuvan, but she didn't listen. Then Veer pushes her. Seeing Talika's pain, Kabir comes out. Kabir takes the vase to hurt Veer. Bani asks him to stop, but Kabir doesn't listen. Bani hugs Yuvan tightly, and she did it according to doctor's advice. She tells him Talika and she are fine. Yuvan comes out. Hemnath feels disappointed. Bani makes Yuvan drink water. She says, "You're fine. Are you all right?" Yuvan asks if Kabir comes out. He asks Talika why she came in front of him without listening to his request. Talika says she received a call for help stating Kabir comes out. Bani says culprit is doing it, and one of you is guilty, and that person doesn't want us to find him. Episode ends.